Hello everyone, I'm back again with some more free printables and I have quite a bit to pack into this video, so let's get started. These are the beads that I made with the first of two designs that I have for you this week. These have a hippie theme to them, and you can see here in the picture I made two very different size beads, very different shaped beads from the same template. And I'm going to go into that in a moment, and I am going to tell you how I got those two different shapes. There is a link to my website on the end screen of this video, and if you just go over to my website you'll find a link to my Google Drive, which is where all my free printables are stored, and you can go over there, download them and print them off at home. These are the beads that I made with the second free printable that I'm giving away this week, and you will see that this template has a natural history theme to it. It's very different to the other template, which has a very colourful hippie theme, and I hope you enjoy using both the templates. And stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to show you how to string the beads like this. So now I'm going to show you how I got two such different shaped beads from this same template. My regular viewers may remember that back in May 2020, when we were all stuck indoors during the first lockdown, I introduced people to a method of making paper beads if they didn't have a paper bead tool. And I taught people a way of making the beads that you see in the picture here. And that method was to use a popsicle stick. And then we did it again in February of this year when we made these butterfly beads. The one on the right I used the popsicle stick for, and the one on the left I used the regular bead tool for. And you can see they both have different shapes to them. And earlier this month we used the same popsicle stick method to make these rectangular July 4th celebration beads. Now, most people don't have a problem using a popsicle stick to make their beads with. It's probably one of the easiest methods that I have come up with for people that don't have a bead tool. But some people who have mobility problems with their hands have told me that they don't find using the popsicle stick very comfortable. So I started to look for solutions to that problem, and I have come up with this. And it works really well. I've put this foam sleeve over the stick, and it really does protect your fingers and make it much more comfortable for people with painful hands to use. So that could be people who have rheumatism or arthritis, or any condition that makes it difficult for people to grip things with their fingers. I don't actually have a problem with that myself, but I have found using the stick with this sleeve on much more comfortable. You could make your own, but I have made these available in my Etsy shop for anybody that wants one. But if you don't want to go to the expense of buying one, here is another idea for you. All you need to do is get yourself a popsicle stick and a large rubber band, and then twist the rubber band around the middle of the stick, and you're going to get the same effect. It doesn't look so pretty, but it works just as well and it's very comfortable. And also for people that do have problems with their hands, these bead tools here that you see me with here, I did make my bead tools with straight handles at one point in time. I had originally, way back about 20 years ago, the original bead tools that I made, I had used curved handles like this one, but then because it was going to cost me less to make, I did start to use straight handles for a while. But what I found was a lot of the people that came to my classes were older people that did have problems with their hands, and it makes all the difference in the world to have that narrow curve on the handle. So that's what I use now, and that's what I sell in my Etsy shop. So first of all, before you can roll your beads, you need to cut them out. You can either use scissors like you see me doing here, or you could use a craft knife and a metal ruler. Once you've got all your strips cut out, you need to colour the edges with some Sharpie pen, and also the inside end that you start rolling from. and then just do as you see me do here. So that's the first shape, and that one is fatter and more round. And this is one of the bracelets that I made with that particular shape bead. And I'm now going to put some glue on the end of the other bead strip that I'm going to roll with my nice comfy popsicle stick. And it really is so much more comfortable when your fingers are on that cushioned edge of the popsicle stick instead of the edges of the wood. In the video I did for the July 4th beads, I do actually show you a way of using a block of wood to make it easier to use the popsicle stick, so you can go back and have a look at that if you want to. It's probably easier for younger hands, but having this stick with the sleeve on is probably best for older hands. So you can see two very different shapes from exactly the same bead strips. And of course those ones were all rolled with the 3mm bead tool. So that's it for the first template. So on to the second template, and that's the one with the natural history theme. So it's the same procedure that we used for the other templates, and anyone who watches my videos regularly will be familiar with all of this, so you might want to skip to the end where I show you how to ladder string the flat beads. Always important to put some colour along the white edge of the bead strips and also on the inside end of the bead strip where you start to roll. So now I'm going to show you how to ladder string like this. You can either snip these ends off, or if you want to, you could thread some beads on there to add a bit of a feature. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it was useful, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and maybe consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to go over to my website www.funcraftstodoathome.com, where you will find these free printables and lots more. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.